Alright, so I've got an early access Marvel Rivals video for you here. This is Season 7.0, and we've got a brand new hero, White Fox. So real quick, the Battle Pass, we've got a bizarre looking Hela. I didn't even know who this was, to be honest, at first. That does not look like Hela to me. I'm just going to show you the skins real quick. So she is legendary. And then we've got a Rocky the Transfer, an ESU College Life. This is Rocket Raccoon, obviously. We've got the Living Tribunal, Adam Warlock. He's butt naked here, and he's got multiple heads. Then we got Doom Angel, which is Angela. That looks pretty good. Some golden armor. We've got Steven Sanders, the Doctor. Doctor Strange with the ESU Showdown. Pretty cool. We got Argent Archer, which is Hawkeye. That looks pretty sweet. We got Low-Key Thor. It literally says Loki on his front. Then we got Park Sun Young, the Dancer for Luna Snow. And then a Low-Key Loki. Of course, he still has his headpiece on there. We've got our second legendary skin in the Battle Pass. Again, the first was Hela. Second one is this Badlands Lullaby, another Halloween Penny outfit. That's kind of creepy, actually. And then we've got the loose ends. And that's about it. So just a quick go through of the Battle Pass. This is more oriented towards the brand new hero, White Fox. Let's see, where is she down here? Oh, she's on the very bottom. So let's see what her cosmetics look like. So you can get a pink one, the Rosy Recon. Her default is a teal. And you can also buy this version. This is the ESU College Life variant with a pink tail. Does she have a pink tail here? No, she still has blue for this one. So the tail doesn't change on these, but the one in the item shop changes. So let's go ahead and buy that. Looks like she's in a bundle with, is that the Punisher? Yeah, that's the Punisher, and then Ultron. So 3,100 for all three of them. That's not too bad. Okay, so I tried her out in a few matches versus AI with real players on my team, and I was never the top healer. So her healing is good, but I mean, I got beat by an Adam Warlock in terms of healing. So I don't know. It also doesn't help that my team was rolling the AI, even on a 3-star difficulty. I couldn't play some good competition because there's nobody on. So, her primary is a marble. And you can see it flies every which way. It bounces off of surfaces, and it's a really cool idea. You can see it homes in on your enemies and your allies as well. So it heals allies, damages enemies. So you've got 15 of these marbles. Let's see exactly what it says. Fire a fox marble forward that bounces off terrain or heroes, then homes in on nearby heroes. It damages enemies, heals allies, and restores spirit tail energy. So kind of like Mantis's leaves, you got 3 spirit tails. And when you actually have 3, you have 3 tails. When you have 2, you have 2. And when you have 1, you have 1. Now, as far as I can tell, she has no damage drop off. So let's see how strong it is. There's no headshots either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 shot. Okay, so she doesn't have damage drop off, but she does have a limited range. It's 35 meters. Beyond 35, you can't hit squat. As you can see right here, I can't reach her. So she's kind of like Invisible Woman in that regard, but 35 is a pretty good range. So let me just prove that it doesn't have damage drop off. Remember, it was 7 hits at close range. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, sorry. 4, 5, 6, 7. No damage drop off. Now you can see the special effect. It bounces off targets. So I'm dealing less damage to the second guy. Looks like it's a 9-shot kill when you bounce them off people. And that applies to the ground as well. So if you aim down here, it's not doing the full damage. So you have to hit someone directly, obviously, for the full damage. So they got to be pretty close for it to bounce. These guys are a little farther apart than they were down here. So if you hit them in certain angles, it won't ricochet. Right there it does. Right here it doesn't. So that made it too far apart to ricochet. But the same thing applies to teammates. They got to be pretty close for it to ricochet off and heal both of them. But again, this guy would get less healing. Let's talk about her L1 next. Her L1 is really, really cool. It's called Spirit Sanctuary, and it says teleport to a chosen ally, instantly healing allies in the area while generating a shield. So you can see if I'm just roaming around, L1 is blanked out. I can't use it because you have to be facing an ally. And when you are, you'll see it says guard. So if I press this right here, I'm going to teleport all the way over there and instantly give them a shield and heal them. It's such an amazing ability. So you can't use it willy-nilly. You have to be looking at a teammate. So this is the max range right here. That's pretty far. And watch what happens. I literally teleport there. Zoop. How crazy is that? I get right in their face too. And it puts this little dome around them. So what was the cooldown? It is 12 seconds. So every 12 seconds you get this. So it's got 200 health, but obviously if someone hits it for 200 damage, it's going to break. But that could stop pretty much anything. So Magneto ult, probably Iron Man ult, things like that. Now you also give a burst healing to them. It's not a heal over time, it's just a minuscule burst. So watch this. So his health went up, not even half. But it doesn't heal over time, as you can see. Now, I think you also get that effect of the heal. Let me see.
I sense them. Hit! Cover me!
Okay, so we can actually tally how much it heals if it does heal me. So I'm at 125. Let's teleport to this guy. Yeah, now I'm at 202. So that's an odd amount. That gave me 77. Let's try again. Let's go down to 100. Okay. Nope. So we're at 75 now. And let's see how much we go up. 152. Yeah, so that's 77. What a weird number. So you instantly heal yourself and your teammate for 77 health, and you give them a shield that blocks 200 damage. That's insane. Every 12 seconds. This is, by far, her best ability. Now, her L2, in my opinion, is her worst ability, called the Spectral Surge, and it consumes one of your tails. L1 does not consume one of the tails. So you send a Spectral Fox forward. It heals and grants invulnerability to allies it passes through, and it damages and charms enemies, forcing foes to move toward White Fox. So let's first test the range. It's not unlimited. I don't think I'm going to hit from here. No. And it's got a 6-second cooldown. I think it's about 30 meters. Let's just see here. Yeah. So that actually damaged him, but it didn't show the damage. It takes a good amount of damage, like a big chunk. See? That's a pretty significant chunk. And it looks like you don't have to directly hit them. I'm going to do it right between them and see if it hits both. Yeah, it did. Okay. So that's interesting. One more. So it charms your enemies, which means they take a step forward. Watch this. Yeah, see that? That minuscule step, that was it. That's all that charm does. It's kind of pointless in my opinion. One more time. So a decent chunk of damage and they take a step forward. That's it. So if you have a good perspective here, you could heal your team and damage your enemy like this. I mean, it makes them stop attacking for a minute, so there's that. So in order to gain back tails, you just gotta damage people or heal your teammates. That's how you gain those back. And I don't think it matters if you have 3 tails or not. As long as you have 1, you can do it. But, I mean, you could spam that every few seconds, every 6 seconds or so, and I guess it could disrupt a few enemies just by making a move. Let me hit them all here. So, pretty good damage, though. I mean, it's not too bad. Okay, then we got her R1 ability. So, right now, L2 is the only thing that takes a tail. But, with R1, it's the Fox Form Awakening. So, this puts you in an awakened state, and it transforms all your tails into physical tails. So, remember, I said with L1, the teleport, that's one way to heal yourself. Like so. Her other way to heal yourself is with R1. So I'm going to push it here and watch what happens. I've got 3 tails, and when I hit it, I've got a 9-second duration. So you get this big healing circle around you. Do you see that? It's huge. And it heals not only your teammates, but yourself. So it's just like heal pools ability. But this circle's like 10 times as big as that. So if you ever need to heal, you can L1 to teleport, or you can hit R1. Now with one tail, remember it lasted 9 seconds with 3. With one, it lasts 7 seconds. Okay, with 2 tails, it lasts 8 seconds. So it can last 7 seconds, 8 seconds, or if you have all 3 tails, it lasts 9. So it heals your teammates in the big circle, it heals yourself in the big circle, but it also transforms your abilities. So L1 gets turned into the predatory pounce. It says, while awakened, dash forward. Hit an enemy to slow and flip them, enabling a second dash that knocks back enemies. So watch this. So you got to transform first. And if you hit L1, you literally stand on your head and it slows them down. And then you've got 5 seconds to dash. And if you dash, boop, you push them away. So that's pretty sweet. That's a really handy one. And what was the cooldown on that? Let's see. Again, so we're going to stand on our head. We're going to dash. It's 6 seconds, so that's not bad. You could do it twice if you have the full 9-second duration.
Our prey is in the open.
So then her L2, when awakened, is called the tail sweep. It says, while awakened, sweep forward tails to launch up hit enemies. So let's do that real quick. Here it is. So you just yeet them in the air. And that's got a quick cooldown of 3 seconds. So a decent amount of damage as well. And then her primary fire changes in the awakened state as well. You get the claw strike. It says, while awakened, slash forward with a fury of attacks. So this is her primary. So decent damage. And every time you hit someone with any ability in this state, it splashes heals towards your teammates. But they got to be right next to you. Okay, now I'm going to hit this, stand on his head, push it forward, and slash. See, every time I slash, his health went up dramatically. So you could do some pretty significant damage while healing everyone around you. It's kind of like heal pool swapping to his swords, so to speak. So let me chain it all together and I'll show you. So we'll hit this, we'll do that, we'll jump, we'll dive, we'll slash, and we're healing everyone. Everyone in the vicinity. So you can couple all these things together and do some pretty good damage and then teleport right back to your team. It's really, really cool. And last but not least, her ultimate is where you turn into the 9-tailed fox. And this thing kind of stinks. I used this, like I said, in a real match, and it just got beat down every time I did it by AIs, mind you. These were AIs that were wrecking me. So you turn into this giant fox, and you've got 900 health, and you can hit R2 to attack. It does a pretty decent amount of damage, and every time you stomp, you heal yourself. So like I said, the only way to heal yourself is by doing these stomps. Boom, that healed me. Boom, that healed me. Let me take some damage and I'll show you. So I'm at 850. Now watch this. It jumps up. It's a significant amount of heals. But that's the only way you can heal yourself. And again, you get that big area healing effect. So if I just stand here, you can't stomp your teammates, but that big healing circle will heal them. Now that's not all it does, because you also get an L2 ability. It's called Blessed by the 9. And it says, select an ally to grant continuous healing, unstoppable, and lifesteal for a short time. So when you do your ult, if you're not looking at your teammate, you do not have access to L2. If I'm looking at a teammate, you can spam it. So just keep hitting L2 no matter what, and you can hit everyone and anyone nearby. You see that? I gave it to like everybody. So I think that's actually what kind of makes this ult bad, because you either gotta focus on attacking enemies or look at your teammates and spam L2. But if you're not looking at them, you can't spam it. So it kind of makes you choose what you're going to do. If you're just going to stand by your teammates and spam L2, or if you're going to go on the rampage and start smashing people and occasionally look at your teammates and hit them with L2. It's not like Gambit that hits everyone at once. You got to manually look at them and hit L2. But like I said, when I used it in practice mode versus AIs, they were just melting me. I wasn't getting any kills, and I was only giving my L2 to a few teammates. It wasn't that good. So don't be intimidated by it, because I was not impressed. So there you go. She's a pretty sweet healer. She's got a lot of cool abilities like the teleport. I think she's going to be a main healer, but I don't think she'll be topping the heal charts in a lobby. Still, a really fun character. I think L1 is going to be her most useful ability. The Deadpool-esque type R1 ability where you can transform and actually beat up on some enemies is really cool as well. And then my least favorite was definitely the fox that you shoot out. But it does do a hefty chunk of damage on a short cooldown, so there's that. Just remember that does take one tail, so that'll cost you from you using your R1. Just be wary of that. So there you go. That is White Fox, a pretty tremendous healer. I can't wait to see more of her. I can't wait to use her versus actual people because I feel like her healing is a little better than it's letting on to be. So there you go. That's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and a like is always appreciated.